guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little haul for you. Now, I've gotten a lot of things over this past summer and I usually do a collective haul, but it would be too long of a video for me to do a collective haul. So unless you want me to gather up all of my stuff and show you guys, I'm just going to show you what I've collected for the past 2 weeks, and it's going to be from Ulta and from Colourpop. So without further ado, let's get right on into the video. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna try and go in order of how I would do my face. And the first thing that I have is skincare. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. And this is in the smaller version. The larger version is about $30 and this was about $9. But the other one that I had a very tiny version. Lasted me for a whole year, so I'm sure this will last me for a year or so. I really like this. This is something that I'm repurchasing because I had the smaller one and I just wanted a bigger version because I like to use this to take my eye makeup off. It's really good at taking off all of your eye makeup, especially mascara, eyeliner, and all of that good stuff. You know how you have like the black around your eyes sometimes after you remove all your makeup off? This is really good at taking all that off. And at Ulta they were having a 5 times the points on all of the Clinique products. Therefore I went and got this little guy. And then I got my moisturizer, which I usually get. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-Hour Auto Replenishing Hydrator. I needed a new one. This is my empty one right here. I've gone through 2 of these already, so this one and then another one. So this is my 3rd one that I've repurchased. This is my favorite moisturizer. I love it because it's a gel moisturizer and I have super oily skin, but it doesn't make my skin oily. Mainly I just use this as a moisturizer at nighttime just because my skin does get more oily during the day, so I like to use something more lightweight during the day, and then I like to use this at nighttime to sort of like replenish my skin after an entire day, and I wake up and my skin feels super soft and supple and it doesn't leave me oily. It just leaves my skin feeling really hydrated. So I did a little skincare routine on my new Instagram at Rianna Schuler. Go check me out. The link will be down in the description box below. And I showed you guys how I did my skincare routine, like how I wash my face, put moisturizer on and stuff. And the moisturizer I was using in there was a sample size version of the Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar. And I really liked that as like a day moisturizer. But when I went to go and see how much it was $39, which is the same as the Clinique moisturizer. But I wasn't going to buy both of them at the same time because I was like, that's a little too much. So I was looking in the Philosophy section just to see if they had any like smaller versions of the Renewed Hope in a Jar moisturizer, and then they came out with this Purity Made Simple moisturizer, and this is the box that it came in, so I'll take it out for you guys to see. And I do have a lot of the Philosophy skincare. I have the exfoliator, the cleanser, I had the moisturizer, the eye cream, and then I have this like body emulsion stuff. But since I ran out of both of my sample moisturizers, I needed to get something else, and this one was a little bit bigger than my other one. Let's see if it'll focus on camera. It's a little washed out. There we go. There it is. And I liked this because it was about $5, and on the front it says an ultra light moisturizer. Now I like using lighter moisturizers during the day, like I had said before, just because my face is already super oily and I don't want to put more moisturizer on it to make it even more oily. So having something that's super light but still moisturizes the skin is good for me. Moving on, I did not get a foundation. I was really tempted to get another shade in the Born This Way Too Faced foundation line because the one that I have is for my tan shade, and I'm gonna need one for the winter time when I'm not super tan, and that's like my go-to foundation now. I have a hard time picking up other foundations because I love the finish of it, even though it's like $39. But they just came out with the Born This Way concealer, and you know that your girl had to try it out because if she's obsessed with the foundation, then she's obviously going to be obsessed with the concealer. I had heard so many things that it was exactly like the Tarte Shape Tape, except it was hydrating. Now, like I said, I have oily skin, so the Tarte Shape Tape doesn't really bother me because the dryness of it kind of like doesn't stay because my oils peek through. But you don't want like a crusty under eye or anything. So this is what it looks like. This is the packaging. Looks just like the foundation box. There we go. And I got mine in the shade Porcelain. And let me open it up and show you what it looks like. It looks similar to the foundation. Here, I'll pull the foundation out so we can look at it. This is the foundation. They have the Too Faced logo on top. They're in a glass matte bottle, basically. I have my foundation in the shade Light Beige. Like I said, I have this in the shade Porcelain, and this is the Conceal, Contour, Highlight, and Retouch Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. It's really nice. It has this big doe-foot applicator on it, and I got 2 eyeshadow palettes. Now, these are both from Morphe, and we all know that Morphe is more on the affordable side, but both of these individually are $12, and guess how much I paid for them? Just guess. $4. It was like $3.78 or something like that, or $4. I can't really remember. And that wasn't because it was the tax-free weekend. That was because I used my Ulta points. But I mean, we don't have to talk about that. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the outside. If you guys haven't seen my Morphe collection of all of the face products that I got, the blushes, the Shimmer and Sculpt palette, the Bronzer, go check that out. But this is the almost exact same packaging as that. It's got this matte finish on it with Morphe in bold letters. On the inside, they've started to put mirrors, so there's a nice full-size mirror right here. Yes, you can see everything in my room. And then we have the palette itself. So this is what the palette looks like. Very neutral. We have 9 shades in this palette. There are 1, 2. There's about 5 matte shades. The black shade isn't matte. I don't know if you can see, but there's like some slight shimmer in it. I don't really like shimmer in my black eyeshadow, but I mean, you know. Alright, so I have not swatched this at all, so I do not know how these shadows perform. I haven't seen any videos on them or anything. So we're just going to take our finger. I'm going to lightly swirl the product around. And then I'm going to go in the next shade. They feel super creamy. Okay. I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to take the shimmer shade. Oh, you guys can't see. I'm going to take the shimmer shade, and that is what it looks like. And then I'm going to take the shade next to it, and I'll read the names off to you guys so you know which ones are which. But so far, these are super pigmented, super creamy, especially the matte shades. And that is what I love to see. Look at that. Look at those swatches. Wow. Okay, so those first 3 that I just swatched, the shimmery shade right here is called Surprise. This lighter neutral shade right here is called Myself. And then this darker neutral brown shade is called Splendid. All right, we're gonna go in with the next row right here, where we're getting into our darker brown shades. And we're gonna swatch that right next to it. Ooh. Obviously, when you swatch versus when you put a product on your eye, the outcome is very different. But I would say these are super pigmented, and I'm really excited to try them. Okay, and these are the next 3 shades. Let me just blend this one out a little bit more. Okay, these are the next 3 shades. One right here is Bruise. This one right here is Witness. And this one right here is Taken. All right. This first shade is a shimmer shade, and this is the in the name Connection. And this is what it looks like. Ooh, look at that. This next shade is called Aware. And then this is the last one, which is the black shimmer, and it's in the shade Storm. This one is a little chalky. It may just because of the swatch that I'm doing, but there's that. Here's all the swatches on my arm right here. Like I said, this is the Jewel Crew palette. Let me take that out. And it has the same packaging as the other ones, as all of their new products do. And it's got the big mirror on the inside. And then this is what the shadows look like. Look at that. Ooh. It's got some nice warm orangey colors, some purple colors, some neutral colors, some shimmery colors. And in this one, I'll show you, we have about 4 matte shades. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have this matte shade, but it's got some shimmer in it. You can only tell in the light when you do that. And then there's this like really metallic shade right here. And this metallic shade right here. This is a shimmer, and I believe this is a shimmer as well. So let's get into the swatches. Starting from top to bottom, I'm going to swatch this first row right here. I'm going to take my finger, nice creamy matte shades, and we're going to put that one right there. Ooh, look at that. It's a really nice like reddy orange color. Love those kind of colors. That is in the shade Rock Out. Okay, and this next one is a shimmer shade, and its name is Rose Quartz. Ooh, look at that one. Lovely. Reminds me of that one shade in the last palette that I just swatched. And then this one is interesting. This is called Purple Rain. This is like a shimmery purple. Reminds me of like fairy dust. Okay, then the second row, we're going to start off with this shade right here. Take my finger, swirl it around. Very lightly I touch that. It's called Fool's Gold. We're going to swatch it right here. The next one is that matte shade with some shimmer in it, and it's called Hidden Gem. Kind of looks like a purpley brown. And we're going to put this right here. Yeah, I don't know if I like this one so much. Then we have this nice chocolate brown shade right here, and it's called Chocolate Diamond. I'm going to swatch it right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at that. What a lovely chocolate brown shade. Okay, and the first one in this last row is called Flex, and it's this nice chocolatey brown like shimmer shade. It almost looks purpley, but I promise you it's a brown, but it may just have like a purple undertone to it because that's the whole like feel of the palette. Just gonna swirl that in there. I'm gonna put it right here. Ooh, this reminds me of that one like bronzy shade in the last palette, but like I said, it has a little bit more of a purple undertone to it. Then we're gonna go in with Stone Fox, which is very similar to this one up here. I feel like this one has a little bit more red in it, and this one has more orange in it, but we'll see when I swatch it. Yeah, I was right. This one definitely has more red in it, or maybe this one has more red in it. I don't know. No, this one is more orange and this one is more red. And that's that. That's Stone Fox. Then we have this really nice plum purple shade. It looks kind of like magenta, like a pink purple, but in person it's definitely a purple, and it's called Rich Girl. I'm gonna do that one right here. Alright, and these are the last two things that I got from Ulta, and I'll just show you the non-exciting one. This is the Duo Lash Glue. This is the green packaging. So it says, white clear brush on strip adhesive lash glue with vitamin A, C, and E. If I take it out of the box, it just looks like this. So for the eyes, I have this e.l.f., I don't know how to say this name, Luxe Lash Kit, and they look like this. And they're really nice. They're $4, and I got them at Ulta. They're super full and voluminous, and I love Ulta, or I love the e.l.f. lashes. I've gotten every single style in them, and I've repurchased them a few times because they're super cheap, but they're also really nice looking. They don't look cheap at all. They don't feel cheap on the eyes either. So in total, I got 6 items from this box. And let's start dipping into it. So the first thing I want to show is this Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter. This is what it looks like. Mine is in the shade Lunch Money. Oh my god, this feels so delicious and creamy. Look, you can see my fingerprint that I put in it. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. That's gonna go on my cheek, guys. That is gonna go on my cheek. Look at how beautiful that is. And the next thing is the Colourpop Luxe lipstick. I have never tried this formula before. Like I said, I've only tried the Ultra Matte. So this is what the box looks like, if anyone was curious. And then this is what the packaging looks like. The little bullet is like a rose gold aluminum chrome with little stars on it. And it's got Colourpop right here. The packaging is really heavy, so it feels luxe, just like, you know, it says. And this is what the shade looks like. I don't know if I said the shade or not, but it's in the shade Money Moves. You can see it right there. And this is what it looks like. It looks like this really burnt orangey red shade. I'm gonna swatch it. Ooh. Oh, and this is what the swatch looks like. Continuing with the lip theme, I also got a Colourpop Lippie pencil, and this is what the packaging looks like. There we go. It's got little hearts on it, and it's baby blue. And this is what the pencil looks like. It's white, it says Colourpop on it. It's got the color right here. This is in the shade BFF2. I want to get all the BFF shades just because I'm a very neutral girl and I love my neutral shades. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to swatch it on my hand right here. It's a really nice, like, nudie brown. Okay, and then next I got the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. Highly raved about, new product from them. And mine is in the shade Light 60. The shade, so I don't even know if this is the correct shade or not, but we're gonna do it right here. Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna lock it. There we go. This is what it looks like. It's a little runny. As you can see, I don't know if it's because I need to shake it up, if it's gonna be like this all the time, but let's blend it out. And this is what it looks like. Right now, I am very tan, so this is a good, really like in-between shade. I don't know if this oxidizes, so I'm gonna let it sit on my hand right here and see. I didn't read any reviews that said that it oxidizes, but you never know. And then we have the famous Colourpop No Filter Concealer. Now, it was very hard picking these shades online. I'm very used to just swatching the stuff in person. So I got the shade Fair 8, but looking at it now, I think it's going to be too fair for my skin. So I probably will only be able to wear it in like the winter months where I'm not as tan. But we're going to swatch it right here. Oh wow, that is so white. When I was watching the videos, it looked like these oxidized a lot. So hopefully it oxidizes just a little bit. That's why I got a really light shade, because I thought that it was going to oxidize. But this is what it looks like. Hold on, it looks really washed out. This is what it looks like. It looks super light, but I guess I'll use it as a highlighting concealer. Okay, and then the last product that I have is a eyeshadow palette. This is a super bright neon eyeshadow palette. Yes Please by Colourpop, of course. Let me take it out. And oh, this is what the packaging looks like. That's the front. This is the back, and it has all of the names on it, which are super convenient when you're a YouTuber like me and you want to sit there and name the shades on the palette but hold it this way. This is what the palette looks like. This is what it looks like upside down, me holding it with the top part right here. And it's these nice warm shades. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this one right here, and it's this nice like creamy flesh tone almost if you're like my complexion, or a little bit lighter. We're gonna do it, and it's the name Full Zip, like I said. These ones aren't as creamy as the Morphe ones. You can barely even see it on my arm, but that's what it looks like. This next one is called Big Cocktails, and it's this one right here, and it's this nice like peachy orange shade. And they definitely do feel a lot drier than the Morphe ones. They're a little bit chalkier, but still cute. Like I said, it's like a peachy orange shade. The next one right here is called Champs, and this has like a peachy undertone, peachy pink undertone to it. As you can see right there, shimmer called Bling, which I feel is appropriate. I know that Colourpop is definitely known for their shimmer shades, which you can obviously tell. Like, I barely even put that on my arm, and look how beautiful it is. It's a really nice coppery red shimmer shade. Okay, and from this side to here, I'm gonna swatch this row. This first one is called Louis, and it's this like rose gold shade. It's kind of hard to tell because of the lighting, but it's like a pinky orange undertone almost, but it definitely has like gold shimmery flecks in it. So I'm gonna take that, almost like duochrome-y. Ooh, that's so pretty. It's like light. It's called Butter Cake, and it's this really shimmery gold shade, which is so beautiful, like that one, the Fool's Gold in the Morphe palette. Not as pigmented, but I mean, it's okay, girl. It'll still work. It'll still get the job done. Beautiful shimmer shades. This next one is a matte shade called Spoiled, and it's this nice like cranberry pinky red. And we're gonna put that right there. That was one swatch. That was a really good swatch for this red shade, which I'm very surprised at. And then the last one right here, I'm sorry I keep turning it, but I need to see the names. It's called GNO. I'm gonna swatch it with my pinky, and it's like a really pumpkin-y like orange shade almost. I'm gonna put it right here. That was a really good swatch too. Better than the first three. Alright, and then we're gonna start with Mischief, which is this bright yellow shade that is one of the more eye-catching shades of the palette. I'm gonna swirl my finger into it. This one seems like it's gonna come off super chalky. I was right. This one is called Note to Self, and it's this nice like transition-y shade right here. That one feels a little more creamier. Yep, that was a better swatch. The next one is Chauffeur, and it's this very bright orange shimmer shade, which is very beautiful. And it looks like it kind of has like a gold undertone to it. Kind of reminds me of this one right here. This kind of reminds me of this. It's just in an orange. This is like an orange yellow. This is like a rose gold. Super nice. And then the very last one is called French Kiss, and it's this nice like chocolate brown shade. And I'll swatch it on my pinky. And this one seems like it's gonna come off super pigmented. That was the end of this haul. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, follow me on all my socials down in the description box, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.